Hello, boys and girls. This is Old Man Yells at Cloud for my Patreon Blue Powder Monkeys. All right. As you know, there's always adjustments. I gotta check here, make sure my stuff's going. Looks like it is. We gotta cut off the sound. There we go. Alrighty. I've been on for a little while. I've been at a convention, doing a bunch of other stuff, and I thought I'd hop on for a few minutes tonight. Hopefully, this won't be too long. For any of those that might be following this, looks a bit different than the last time I was working on it. I decided to basically kind of redo a lot of the stuff on it and set the document up in a different way. So we're sort of set up on book format now, so I can create a master page, which I'm not going to get into that too much, but basically this generic thing I can apply to other pages and do other maps on it. So, for example, generic map of Mars, generic orbit of Deimos, a spot for a generic orbit for Phobos. This tile is for Phobos Space Station, which is a card in the game. And this is for the Ganymede colony, which I may slide over a little bit. We'll see how that goes. There's no tile for Deimos down, though I think there might be an expansion or a promo card or something that allows you to put a tile down, but you can put that tile down on the surface of Mars. So this isn't a tile placement as much as just sort of an acknowledgement of Deimos because Phobos is here, and I thought it was cool. Before you guys comment, by the way, and maybe I'll preface this, this isn't meant to be, it's going to be functional, but it's not meant to be like functional to newer players, for example. And so it's stylized, obviously. This is meant to be a wallpaper or a poster or some such, more than playability, though I think I did create it at playing size. But anyway, so Tharsis. There are the oceans and the Tharsis Way. There's your little Ganymede colony. I think I do want to move that over. Sometimes I go in here thinking I'm going to do a thing, and I end up doing a different thing. Oh, and also, there we go. Oh, I see. I was sort of beholding myself to these hexes. I want this a little more centralized. So let's go here. It's a little high. I don't have any music on, so that's going to be a little weird. These are turned on. All right, that looks pretty good. Now, oh, just so you guys can kind of see for fun, I won't move anything around. There's two layers that are turned off here. This one and that one. So that's kind of what the final will look like. But there are two mini hexes on the board right now. So turn a lot of them off so that I can still drag things around and not be totally overload program. do things in even increments if possible. Well, that's 5. That's not an even increment. What I mean is I try to do everything kind of the same number of increments. So I'm going to drop that right on there. And then go 1, 2, 3. Now it's a little annoying that it's sort of barely touching that. And I'll have to weigh about how I feel about that at a later date. All right, this is a placeholder out here, so we don't care about that. All right, so what I'm doing today is I have my little steel icon, or my little titanium icons here, steel ones there, and I realized that this kind of looks like, I think the normal game has crossed hammers or some such, or a hammer and a pick or something. So I'm debating if I can use something else besides just the single hammer, because it kind of looks a little too much like a T for titanium. And I was thinking of a cog, but honestly a cog would probably work better for the building tag. Now that I'm thinking it through, so maybe this is all for naught. I could redo the building, like the building tag could look similar to the game. I don't have a problem obviously using leaves for plants and the star for titanium, even though normally the titanium should be, oh, let's try this for a second actually. I might have done this before, but I don't remember. I don't mind that. But it clearly didn't change all of them. There we go. Changed quite a few of them. Change that one, that one, that one. Change the one down here. That one for some reason. Cool. So it does propagate when I change stuff. That's good. So do I change this little doodad here? guess I don't have to design a fucking cog, it just does it for me. Let's go 6. Let's go 8. Let's go. 6. Oh, I need a flattened excuse me, that was very sneezy. Hopefully I saved you guys from it. So that's not exactly what I need. Why does this one have little weird things on it? Okay, I guess it does it. There's a way to rotate this around. Interesting. All right, give me just a second here.
Show you how you can rotate and duplicate.
There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, that is, they're using a thing I haven't done before. Let's check that and this. Oh, transform origin. Yeah. That's cool. We go to here. So that's its new origin point. Oh, look at that. All right. Approve copies. Let's try, I think 8 will be too many, but let's try it. Oh, boom. The math into the field is an old Illustrator trick. So it looks like it works for everything. Okay. So let's try it with 6. And 60 divided by 6. That's a little better. Okay. Oop. Nope. Third time's a charm. That's interesting, actually. I was going to carve all these ones as well to make it round, but I kind of like the... called titanium for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Why is that called titanium? There's no titanium. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. What is this one in? Is it extra steels? Yeah, it might be. Alright, well, let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah, it's several steels. Okay, so that seems good. Nice. Alright, so $19, $11, $15, $15. So let's go start with 0.15. It's pretty good. Do I make it the same as titanium or opposite? Is it opposite? Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. All right. That was about it. That's what I was going to try to figure out. And it worked. So tune in later in the week, potentially, next week, where I will continue working on this map. And check out the Patreon if you want to follow along. You can go, actually just subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along. If you want to be able to download this when I get it done, go to my Patreon, Blue Powder Monkeys, and join. It's free. And I'll be posting it there when I do get finished. All right, thanks.